The gospel story today is that wonderful episode of the two disciples on their way to Emmaus. And they meet Jesus on the way. They don't recognize him. They explain how they had hoped that he would have been their Savior, but then he died on Good Friday, and that was the end of it as far as they were concerned. And so they were walking away from Jerusalem. And then he begins to explain the scriptures to them, and their hearts begin to burn. And when they invite him to dine with them, they see in the breaking of the bread that they are in the presence of the risen Jesus. One of the interesting things about the story for me is how Jesus joins them as they are walking away from Jerusalem, where the apostles are. These two disciples quitting the scene, these two disciples leaving where they should have been and walking in the opposite direction. And isn't there a lesson for us all in that? That even if people are walking away from Jesus, that somebody needs to accompany them. That in my life, when I walked away from Jesus, I was fortunate enough always to have somebody to help me back. And perhaps you are that person who will walk with someone who is walking in the opposite direction away from Jesus. And that you will be that person to speak words of love and of mercy and of truth and of wisdom, which comes from him, Jesus. And that in your words and your example, that their hearts will burn and will turn around, and that they will meet Jesus, and that we will sit and share bread together, both spiritual bread of Holy Communion and the bread of sharing what we have with our brothers and sisters. God bless you.